back to GearWire.com. This is Crosstalk 37, and I'm Bill Holland here with Drew Krag.
Please don't touch me.
And Britton Weatherall. And we are talking about the JamMan by Digitech. I got it right that time, by Digitech.
You got it right. It's sitting on the floor in front of me. And again, this is a Digitech unit. I never thought I would ever endorse anything by Digitech. I have actually owned a couple Digitech pieces.
Dude, the whammy's awesome. What
the whammy's pretty cool, but every other piece I've had by him broke within a year.
Really?
I mean, like, but the thing is that, like,
You shouldn't
it's the
spill your
same
beer
thing with
on it.
same thing with Boss pedals.
That's what I was doing.
See, like Boss pedals.
Not
man,
everything can.
Dude, Boss pedals have like 1 or 2 decent pedals, and then the rest of that stuff you're like, I don't need. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, that's exactly the point. This one's kind of an exception. You know what I mean? So we've been talking about on previous crosstalks that basically you can record up to about 6 hours, which is pretty remarkable.
Wow.
I use this, as we were explaining, for jobbing gigs, playing jazz standards, backing myself up, getting paid more money, not having to hire.
You have this total 80s outlook that's like I want you to wear a suit and do blow off of a hooker's ass. All right? Like, that's all I want you to do at this point, because it's like,
Ain't gonna happen, Britton.
money, more
Hey,
money, more
you know
problems,
Hey, it's
more
like,
money.
hey, you see my business card? I got golden bossing. Check it out.
When you graduate from a performance school in jazz performance, your number one concern is learning how to make money through music.
Because
I
you're
think
not
it's
gonna, your degree's not going to guarantee you that.
You're
Yeah.
not
It's
gonna
like
be
having
able
an
to get a
art degree.
job anywhere else other than
It's like
in
having a recording arts degree.
Or you can be one of those
Yeah.
people who just goes
Well.
back into grad school and just kind of stays there for a while.
I thought about it, but I'm sick of school. So anyway,
I mean, like, I'm concerned with money too. I mean, like, but like, you know, it is like one of those things where it's like, dude, I'm concerned about it, I keep it in the back of my mind, but like, you know, I don't talk about it that much. I just kind of go like,
Yeah.
so what's the deal on this?
but when you got a guitar pedal that in the
Yeah.
past 2-3 years has doubled my profit income from playing standards. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like to job. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't like to go out there and play cheesy jazz tunes so everybody can go, "Yay, that's so nice." Screw that. You know what I mean? If it was up to me, I'd be in the studio creating my own music.
No, it's
So
just
when I go on a gig, I try and make as much possible money as I.
you don't need to bring up the apologetics. I'm just kind of like,
Just letting you
I'm
know
just-
where
I'm just
I'm
like-
You're making patrons happy, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
you know.
people.
well, but
making
like,
my bank statement happy is what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
yeah, but like, you know, with that kind of outlook, I do also have to be like, dude, you kind of sound like an infomercial. Like, you know, you could sell real estate the same way you're talking about this pedal. Like, dude, calling 1-800-BUY-OWNER makes me so much money.
Hey,
you know? And it's cool, man. It's
The,
cool.
the
That's
difference
like,
is, though, I'm not full of shit. It has made me that much.
I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I know people who
yeah.
like, you know, they didn't really come from DJing, and they went out and they said, okay, well, I'm gonna do a remix of like some old soul track and like a Daft Punk song and pump up the volume, and suddenly they're getting booked in like Japan, and you're just like, what the hell? How did you do that?
No, that's,
And they're not even necessarily, you know, I mean, they're good at what they do, but they didn't come from like, you know, I know people have
They
been
didn't
doing
really
it for.
pay their dues.
They don't go way back into the scene and whatever and all this, but people get so jaded about it. So,
Well,
you
I
know.
mean, like, I'm not calling you. You got to understand the correction that I'm calling you out on. It's not the fact that you're making money off of it. It's the fact that, like, you don't got to sell the pedal because the pedal sells itself.
Well, speaking of the pedal selling itself, let's take a look at what the pedal sells so we can even see if it sells anything.
Right.
Let's take a look at it.
Right. So basically what I have here is a little jazz loop. I'm going to hit the play button. And just a couple features. You can change the tempo at any given point. You can overdub. This particular one doesn't have the reverse function like the Roland does.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure about that.
Let's.
You can bust out the manual if you want.
I think I kind of. Like I said, I own.
Well, maybe I should rephrase myself. It doesn't have the reverse button
The
that
button.
Roland does. But let's take a listen to it. I'm just going to improvise over this jazzy loop.
That's pretty smooth.